You should be more concerned about those who want to keep you in the system than those who are helping to get you out of it. The other day I saw a video from a financial advisor who was telling everyone that if they see us on TikTok claiming 10% return per month, they should run a mile. Now, interestingly, this person's never spoken with us, has no idea what we do and how. He's just made an uneducated assumption based on absolutely no facts whatsoever. But that's financial planners and financial industry for you, right? They make sweeping statements based on nothing but assumptions from a place of arrogance and ignorance. Now, I used to be a financial advisor and I did that for almost 10 years, specialising in retirement planning. I had my qualification, my licence and a number of industry memberships. And I was a product of the system and I spoke the company line because at the time I didn't know any better until one day when I did know better, and then I realised how delusional I'd been and how wrong I was about money in the systems, because the systems taught me and convinced me that banks can be trusted, the government is here to help, and that the financial systems of the world serve us and encourage us towards financial security and freedom. It was years before I woke up to the fact that this was all wrong and in fact the opposite was true. Did you know that financial advisors are restricted in what they're permitted to advise you in terms of investment strategies? You've literally got managed funds, shares, and retirement planning. That's pretty much it. Some of them will assist you with basic budgeting as well, and that's about it. And regardless of what they put in their statement of advice, which is the advice that they give you, did you know that they have disclaimers in there that state that they still make no guarantees of returns, and even ask you to sign that, agreeing that even if the investment strategies they recommend lose you money, they still get paid their commissions. It's a good deal for them, but not so much for us, unfortunately. So when a financial advisor says run a mile when you see insert the apparent scam here, it's more likely that they're feeling threatened because they know there are alternatives to what they're allowed to speak about that are more powerful than anything they have the ability to recommend, and they're feeling a little bit insecure because it's affecting their back pocket. You should be running more than a mile from those who are restricted to speaking about literally 3 things, and that's the extent of what they're allowed to suggest that you should invest in. Did you know that a licensed financial advisor can't even recommend property as an investment strategy? It's crazy. And here's something for you. A financial advisor will tell you with a straight face that a profitable way to invest is to do so within the system where it's perfectly acceptable to make 5% per year, whilst that same money is being eroded by inflation at double the rate. Means that while you're earning 5%, you're losing 10%. That means your net result is minus 5% per year, and the advisor still takes their cut. And further, this financial advisor on the video I mentioned earlier said that investing in the banking system and mainstream is risk-free. Now, I would say when you can't freely access your money and the risk-free return is 5% per year, but you're losing 10% per year in inflation, the net result of minus 5% plus their fees, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't call that risk-free, nor sensible, nor likely to build wealth for you. In fact, this will make you go backwards. And the same financial advisor said he can make you $3 million in 20 years if by some stroke of luck you have $100,000 to start with the current state of the economy and the cost of living, you can somehow magically sacrifice $3,000 a month, almost half the average Australian full-time income, to end up with what in today's money won't even buy you a family home in Sydney and Melbourne. And in another video, this same financial advisor said that if you have your money in the bank, you're losing 6% in inflation. So this is the financial planning industry for you. They'll tell you you should invest in one of their strategies that can earn you 5% per year, and also tell you in the next breath that you'll lose 6% per year in inflation, and they will still take their cut even though you've lost money. Blows my mind. And so by their standard, more than a negative 1% per year result is apparently a good investment strategy. Now, I don't know about you, but that makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever, and they are 100% serious and genuine that this is the way you should go. Everything has risk, and for me, continuing to be a financial advisor when I discovered what I was talking to people about made no sense at all, really made me wake up and realize that I was actually doing a disservice to people who trusted me, where I was making money even though my clients continued to lose. The fact is, any investment strategy in the system, any strategy is unable to provide you more than the rate of inflation, meaning that your net result will be forever negative. And so you can choose to stay with that environment if you like, where the risk is a guaranteed loss, or you can choose to explore other options because in the system, you are guaranteed to lose, whereas outside of the system, there's a potential to gain. So before you run a mile with a potential 10% per month, just remember you're running towards a guaranteed loss by leaving your money in the system or trusting a licensed financial advisor. So as you can see, as you start to deconstruct and pull apart what financial advisors recommend, it quickly becomes obvious that their strategies make no sense, you lose money, and their pockets continue to be lined. As a financial professional, people trust you as a financial advisor, and you should respect that trust a lot more than you do, and actually give people good advice to help them to make money instead of what you know will happen. Damn well they'll lose money. So anyway, I'll stop my little rant there because I've gone on for a little while, but if you'd like to learn what other options are out there aside from what you're told is there within the system, head to our bio, book a call with us, and we're happy to share what we do. I'm not a financial advisor anymore. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm just here to share what we're doing, which has assisted us in creating a substantial income outside of the system and stay well ahead of inflation. What we make every single month is what most people lose in a year because of inflation. Okay, so think about that. We're mitigating inflation on a yearly basis in one single month. Okay, so if you want to learn how we're doing that and how you can too, just head to our bio, book a call, and we'll talk soon.